Right, November 2020 is here, and this year Black Friday is going to be the biggest Black Friday you have ever seen. With the likes of COVID, everything that's happening in the online space, this year is going to be unlike any other. Today, I want to go through how you can find the best deals, analyze them, and make sure you're getting the best prices for them during this crazy time. Stay tuned, I will go through it all step by step to help you scale your Amazon arbitrage business. But first, let's go make some coffee. Boom, 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 boom. Black coffee, no milk, no sugar, nice and simple. Keeps me going, maybe 5 cups a day. Right, if you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson, and I'm on a mission to do £1 million in sales by the end of next year. Now that is pretty much in an 18-month window, and I've recently done an update to Q3, or should we say my first quarter on this road to £1 million. I'll drop a link up there so you can have a look at that and see how much profit I made from £120,000 worth of sales. I break it all down for you so you can see what I expected to do, what I actually did. So have a look at that. Now, look, enough about me. Today, I'm going to go through all the things that you want to know about to how to take advantage of Black Friday, and in particular to smash this Q4. There are going to be seven things that I'm going to be doing or going to share with you that I think are really going to help you out. So let's go through them now. And then also what I'll do is I'll just highlight what they are, and then we'll go through them all in detail and get you the actionable points that's going to help you out in your Amazon business. Okay, so number one, I'm just going to do a very quick summary of what is Black Friday if you don't know, and should we say a little bit of history about it. It's not a history lesson, don't worry. Number two, I'm going to tell you why this year is going to be unlike any other year we've had, and maybe even years in the future because of COVID. Number three, I'm going to go through what you should be looking at in regards to doing before Black Friday. There's a couple of things that you should be thinking about, setting yourself up for success, ready for that time. Now, number four, I'm going to talk about what you should be doing during Black Friday. So just making sure that you're getting the most out of that time, these sales, what kind of actions can you take that are going to really deliver results. Number five, top tips on the day. So a couple of extra things that we'll just put out there that are going to really help you out with the deals. Number six, things to look for in the deals when you're doing the analysis. And then finally, number seven, what to do once you've found a deal and just to make sure everything's on point. So a couple of bits there. What we'll do, we'll go through each one of those steps right now and get it ready for you so you can have some great actionable tips. Now, what I will say is there is a lot of stuff to go through. And if you find yourself, maybe this is a bit too much, I'll drop a free download below that you can download, basically a tip sheet. Everything that I'm talking about in this video, you can have a look down below. There'll be a link to download that. Share it with your friends, share it with your VAs. It's just going to help you make sure that you're, number one, set up for Black Friday. Number two, knowing what you need to be looking for during that time. And then number three, making sure that you get the best deals that are actually deals during Black Friday period. Cool, let's get started now. Okay, so first things first, what is Black Friday? A quick little rundown. Now, interesting enough, just doing some quick research on this. If you don't know already, Black Friday is pretty much a thing they run in America. It's a holiday season after the event after Thanksgiving. Everyone just goes shopping. All the stores have sales on. It's a great time to spend money buying all your Christmas gifts. Now, quite simply, it was introduced back in 2010 into the UK by none other than Amazon. So Amazon introduced the concept of Black Friday into the UK market, and we've been doing it ever since. And it's a really big day for sales. Now, not just Amazon, but other retailers like Argos, John Lewis, they're going to jump on the Black Friday bandwagon. Why? Because they want to get people in their stores, shopping online to buy their products. So super important day, Black Friday, where lots of people are doing their shopping for Christmas gifts, Christmas presents. Why? Because the stores have really good discounts. Now, one thing to think about is why we call it Black Friday, i.e. a Friday, it isn't actually a day anymore. It can actually be a week. We've seen that there'll be like Black Friday week deals. They'll start early, they'll start later. Suppliers or stores want people in their stores for a long time spending money. Now, the other thing to think about is sometimes it can be a week, but sometimes the deals can be just a few hours. They might have a special Black Friday special, which could happen on a Wednesday, maybe 8 o'clock till midnight, that are going to be just a few hours long. So be prepared for potentially long periods where you can buy lots of deals, and also short periods where special offers are only available in very narrow windows. Okay, so number two, you're going to be asking the question, why is this Black Friday going to be unlike no other? Now, don't get me wrong, everyone talks about oh my God, this year is going to be so much better than all the years in the past, because obviously we're building up the hype. But there's something quite different about this year than we've ever seen before. And you all know what it is, it's COVID. Now, you're probably like, COVID this, COVID that, oh my God, I'm sick of it. And I get you. But what's really interesting is in the UK, we've had our COVID outbreak, it's come down, everyone's come off, should we say, lockdown, but what we're seeing is a resurgence. As we're filming this right now, what's happening is the Welsh government are putting people into, should we say, hotspots, isolation, quarantine, and we've even, what are we seeing as well? Even that the government are saying to stores that they need to stop selling non-essential items, clothing, shoes, toys, other things. Now, what does everyone want to buy over the Christmas period? Well, toys. So what if people can't buy their toys from in-store retail stores because they're not allowed to sell? What does that mean? They're still going to want the toys, but where do they buy them? They buy them online. That's where you guys sell. That's where you make your money. So if you can buy these toys and ship them into Amazon and sell them, you're going to make so much more money this year, because it could be the case that stores aren't allowed to sell them by government. Oh my God. And I did a quick bit of research. I looked at how much or what percentage of sales were online and how much were in retail stores. If you want to know, 20% of sales are online, 80% are in retail stores. Now, if you were just to take maybe even 50% of those retail sales and stop them because of maybe a government lockdown, online sales will double. That's insane. That is like literally insane. If you had double the online sales, if Amazon sales doubled, oh my God, prices would just go straight up. That would be crazy. And this year is going to be the busiest year we've ever seen. And if we can even have lockdown as well, that's going to just change the game for Q4. So this year could be potentially the biggest Christmas by a country mile ever, ever, ever. And hopefully you are going to be prepared. Question for you guys, how do you think Christmas sales are going to be affected by COVID? Do you think the government are going to have a lockdown? Do you think stores are going to not allowed to sell toys? Let me know, drop your comments down below. I'm really interested to see what you guys, my viewers, are thinking about COVID is going to affect Christmas sales over that Christmas period. Okay, so let's move on. Number 3 is, what can you do before the Black Friday event? What can you do to get prepared? And these things I'd really recommend doing if you are really wanting to maximize it, because my God, there are going to be so many opportunities to do. First things first, number 1, when you're in stores, maybe you're doing RA, maybe even just doing shopping, ask staff in stores, hey, what's going on for Black Friday? Don't just ask them, hey, what's going on, but ask them to give you their thoughts. Ask the store member if they think they're good deals. Internally within the store, the management team, the staff, they're going to talk. Oh my God, that looks like a really good deal. They're going to tell you what's coming up, what the top deals are. Just get to know them, be a bit friendly, ask some open questions and see what they say. Number 2, we recommend it in sourcing all the time, access, and just put yourself onto the newsletter signups. So you're getting all those newsletter signups. Obviously, when a deal goes live or a sale goes on, or even before, you're going to get that email because the store wants you to know. Now, the other interesting thing we are seeing is that a lot of retail stores are really pushing mobile. They are pushing people to mobile purchasing. It has less price comparison. People are more impulsive to buy on their mobiles because they can't shop around so easily. But what might be an interesting thing is if you download the mobile apps. So say, for example, I don't know if they've got one, but if like John Lewis had a mobile app, I'm sure they'll push out certain promotions, certain information through the mobile app only, just to make you aware, because they want you to buy. So if you want a top tip, I think the one maybe other people are going to miss out on, mobile apps for the stores, because people are pushing mobile and they're going to get sales through that. Okay, so the next one I think about is where to look during the Black Friday event. So you've got your information, you're talking to the people in stores, they're telling you what's going on. You're signed up to newsletters, and you've even got the mobile apps. So a couple of places to think about during the week or even on the day. So I would really be thinking about looking at things like hotdeals.uk, hotdeals.co.uk. They're going to be sharing lots of deals, other people sharing the opportunities or great discounts that they found. Number 2, I'd be looking at things like Price Spy, Google Shopping, all the kind of like price runner websites, all the price discount websites. They're going to be showing you these kind of deals. A couple of things that maybe you might miss out on, but maybe not aware of, is one really big top tip is have a look at money saving expert forums. The reason is all the people on Money Saving Expert, they're pretty savvy with their money. But number two, when they find a great deal, they like to talk about it. They like to put it on the forums. And you know what? They're going to check that it is actually a good deal. So if you're checking out Money Saving Expert forums, it's going to be a godsend for you to see. And then final thing, and I come back to the point about mobile. We're seeing a lot of stores are pushing mobile, retailers are pushing towards mobile. So think about Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. They're going to push out certain promo codes, certain offers, which might only be available to promo or to mobile users, and they're going to use those platforms to do it. So, you know, all the big brand names, make sure you're following them on the social media platforms, turn on notifications, see what they're pushing out during that time, and see what you can take advantage of and what deals you can be made aware of. Okay, so the next one which I'll talk about is what can you actually do on the day. So before you start jumping into all the deals and say, oh my God, it's Black Friday, buy, 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 buy. I get you, it just take a moment to, number one, go through all the cashback websites. They're gonna change their cashback amounts on their day. You just wanna make sure that if any of them have really good cashback rates, maybe 10, maybe 20%, combine that with some deals, you know, the discounts in the stores, that's gonna be amazing. So have a look at those discounts. I would just recommend skim through the terms and conditions to see how it works, if they can happen. Top thing about cashback, it's not guaranteed. So if the deal isn't a good deal without cashback, don't buy it. But if it's a really good deal and it's got cashback as well, my God, it could be onto a winner here. Number two, I would also recommend the moment you jump onto any store, maybe have a look at like Honey. I'll drop a link down below to a Honey Chrome extension. It does lots of discount voucher codes. What can you do? Add 10 random products into a basket, preferably a lot of them on sale. See if the discount codes work. If they do, you know you've even got a better discount than everyone else. So just a little bit of pre-work there can really help you out. And I'd probably say the final thing which to think about is when you're doing your comparison versus Amazon, just remember Amazon's prices change as well. And we've seen time and time again, Amazon has literally been £20, £20, £20, and then on sale day, they drop down to £10 when the competition do. So use that keeper chart, make sure that the price you're comparing it is the true price, not the Black Friday, I'm competing against Argos, for example, price, because that is the one price or one day that Amazon prices are probably going to drop to make them seem competitive. Amazon has a vested interest in seeming cheap or very competitive versus the competition. Just remember that. Okay, so make sure you stay to the end of this video. Why? Because I'm going to go through the step-by-step process to check, or what you need to check to make sure that you bought a good deal, because my God, no one wants to buy a bad deal. Okay, so you have now got the information, you know about the heads up, you've already got yourself set up for the Black Friday craziness, and you've checked your cashback sites and you know what's going on. So now you're about to jump into those deals. What can you do to make sure that you maximize the limited time you have during this crazy day to get the best deals that you can? Let's go through that now. Okay, so what to look for on Black Friday sales days. What I'm going to say is forget massive pound drops, forget massive percentage drops. We've seen it time and time again. The price has been £100. The day before Black Friday it goes up to £200 and then it drops down to 90. So, oh my God, it's more than 50% off. It's not really, it's only £10 off the historical price. So don't be fooled by massive price or percentage decreases or massive price decreases. These things happen all the time. They're just sales tactics to get you to buy deals. So be ultra aware of that. The main areas you want to be looking at are electronics, toys and games, and video games. They are the main areas that are going to have discounts, but it's not to say things like beauty, healthy, personal care, all those kind of sectors, DIY, sports equipment, they will all have discounts on, but the biggest discounts we see are generally around toys and games, video games, and electronics. That's where the big discounts happen. So they're the top areas to look at straight away. Top tip for you, go for higher priced items. Now, you've only got a limited amount of time. If you can buy 10 items, if the 10 items are worth £10, that's gonna be a £100 spend. But if each item is worth £40, that's gonna be a £400 spend. So look at the deals by price, order them by price and work from the most expensive down. Don't start from the cheap deals. It's probably not gonna be as good use of your time. Better selling or higher selling items are gonna give you more profits. I would also recommend that you stick to well-known brands, things like Lego, Playmobil. These products or these brands are going to most likely be the ones that are going to sell really, really well. If there's a brand there that you've not seen before or you kind of question, it's going to take a lot of your time to start doing the analysis, but if you can pretty much spot a Lego, have a look on Amazon, you don't even need to look at the graph and go, price is good, that'll sell, I'm happy with that. This is about time, getting all the best deals as quick as possible, because while you're doing this analysis, so is everyone else trying to buy these deals. So stick with those top brands. Now, my top tip for you is when you're doing your sourcing, stick with the major retailers. There is going to be the big stores that are going to have the best deals on. Why? They can buy the biggest bulk and they're going to negotiate the best prices during that period. And they're probably going to run some loss leaders, maybe some products that are going to be headline sales items they want to get you in for to buy the other items which maybe aren't so discounted. So look at the big store brands. My other advice would be that there are going to be a lot of small stores, maybe you've never even seen before. Just be careful. Everyone kind of gets in on the hype of, should we say, Black Friday. They're like, oh my God, so many amazing deals. Maybe they find this new store with some great prices on, turns out to be fake, or maybe they can't deliver until after Christmas. So that isn't really gonna be very helpful. So just make sure you focus on those big stores. Your time is limited, and that is probably where you're gonna find the best deals. And then I said it again, my final top tip for this would be, once you go into a random store, load up the voucher code checker. Honey, I'll drop a link down below. 10 random items, if there is this voucher code, check that it works on sales, and then oh my God, you're going to find some much better deals. You're going to be buying at prices that everyone else isn't because voucher codes. And what we've seen in the past is sometimes suppliers make a mistake. They allow you to do cashback, voucher codes, and everything else. I'll tell you one time, 2 years ago, I did Durex condoms and I managed to do 20% cashback and 74% off the purchase price. Let's just say I spent over £1,000 on condoms in one order. That was quite interesting when that turned up at the warehouse. Right, there is so much to remember about this Black Friday, and there are so many top tips in here, and I don't want you to feel bamboozled or you've got too much going on, but quite simply, just remember I've got a link down below that you can download all of this in a nice handy PDF that's going to help you out on the day. Share it with your friends, share it with your VAs, just get the most out of it to grow your Amazon arbitrage business. The final thing you should be doing, you've found a deal, what should you be doing to make sure that it's actually a deal? Two things. Number one, check Keeper. 100% off or 50% off or 200% off, 200% off, I don't really know, that's not even really possible. 90% off a bad deal is still a bad deal. If it isn't a good price, regardless of how much has been discounted, it's just not worth it. So use that Keeper chart, look at the historical averages, look at where that price is in comparison to what it's sold for in the past on Amazon. So top tip number one, look at Keeper, use the Keeper graphs, make sure that the price you're going to be buying for is a good price. £100 off a bad deal is still a bad deal, so don't bother buying it. If you can't use Keeper, Camel, again, another option, maybe Keeper goes down because it's so busy. Now, top tip number two, go for products with higher sales volume. You might find a cracking deal, which is, let's say for example, you're going to get a 200% ROI, but the product only sells 5 per month. Now, the interesting thing is that while you found that and you think, oh, you know what, I'll probably just buy 5, get my 200% ROI, I'm quite happy. So is everyone else, and they're likely to jump on the same listing, and that wonderful 200% ROI is going to crash down, and your 5 sales per month are going to now have 50 other sellers, all with 5 products. It's going to take you 2 years to sell out. So look for higher sales volumes. You actually need to sell the product in order to make money. Sitting on the stock in Amazon, unfortunately, doesn't make it a good deal. So look for sales volume. That is the important part. Now, there is so much going on there, but one question I just want to ask you before we finish is, last year, Black Friday, what was the best deal you got? Drop it down below. Let me know what the best deal you got was and how much you got off. My God, there must be so many we've taken advantage of over the years. Now, the final thing which I will say is get out there, find those deals and enjoy it. Make the most of this time. There are going to be so many deals to buy. You don't have to buy them all. You're probably going to run out of credit, but don't worry about it. But just have fun, enjoy it, and grow your Amazon business. Now, what I will say is there's a lot to go through there. I will drop a link around here for some Q4 deal analysis. That's where I'm going through some key keeper training, which is really, really important in doing your analysis of Q4. I'll drop it around here. Have a look at that. That's going to help you out. But for me, Thomas Parkinson, thank you very much.